That's not real life, though.
It's all of these books, though. I don't know why you're mad about this one, because they all end that way.
I don't like it. And any of them. It's hard for me to believe. It's like, this person came into my life and loved me so hard that I realized all the wrong things. I'm like, really?
And I was like, ugh.
Yeah. So whenever they...
I actually gagged while, like, listening to this book. I was like, ugh.
No,
I hate him.
There was a lot because the head, like, flight attendant is like, no fraternizing with the team. Or whatever.
Yeah, Tara.
Which, Tara.
She was a...
She was...
Onyx Storm, obviously.
Yeah.
I moved to Fable. Goodreads.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Kate.
And I'm Bailey.
And these are our book boyfriends.
Oh,
yeah.
Very Tina. All right. Today we're talking about Mile High by Liz Tomford. Just before we start, we're going to spoil it all. So if you haven't read it, this is your warning.
Yep.
You may exit now.
Yep.
Before we start, I thought it'd be fun. What?
You always do this.
I know. It's not that bad.
I should start mentally preparing for you to do this because you do always.
It's just the end of January, and I was going to see if you had anything good you read this month.
Oh, yeah. Actually, this month is already way better than
last year.
Last year, honestly.
Same.
Way better. Yeah.
So you know how, like, last year I read, I think I said five stars?
Yeah.
I've already had 3.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so good.
And it's the first month.
It's the first month. Yeah, the first book of the year was a 5-star for me, and I was really happy about it.
What was it?
Not in Love.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I finally got around to reading. Really liked it. I also just finished Daughter of No Worlds. That was really, really good.
You finished it?
Yeah, it's really good. I will be continuing that series. Yeah. And it's finished, I'm pretty sure. It's a finished trilogy.
Perfect.
So that's nice. And then obviously finished Mile High. So I've already done 3, and I'm in the middle of 2 others. So
nice.
Yeah. Very excited for this year. It's already
I think I've read
better.
6 books.
She had to rub it in.
No, I'm just saying.
No, that's great. And one of them was a chunker. At least two of them were chunky monkeys.
Oh.
Onyx Storm.
Yeah.
Chunky.
Yeah.
And you reread The Nightingale, which is really, really long.
Yes, it was. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then the one I want to talk about, I read a book called The 5 Broken Blades.
Okay.
It's like a fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a start of a fantasy trilogy that's going to be done this year. But I really liked that one.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just
The
6
vibes.
people. They all have their own perspective. It's like a heist, kind of.
That.
Yeah, so if you've read 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, I feel like it's really similar to that. But there is romance sort of in it.
Yeah. I love multiple POVs.
Yeah. Some people don't, but I really liked it. And they were very short chapters. Like, I flew through that book. I loved it. So,
Joe?
What did I read?
I don't know.
I'd like the first week of the year, Bailey
Yeah,
was
you were
texting me
freaking
that Joe was
quiet.
on like
Yeah.
a roll.
I've read 3 books already. I've reread Way of Kings. So I guess that was my best because I love Way of Kings. And I'm sorry, I'm so tired today.
Oh my gosh.
And I cannot remember the other 2 books
You're
I
like,
read.
brain? Not braining.
But
Not
it is
braining.
not working.
Does
Do
he have a
you remember?
Goodreads?
Goodreads?
I moved to Fable. Fuck Goodreads.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
No, I did want to do a transition this year, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But I do want to do like an official transition.
I've been doing both just because I feel like so many people are on Goodreads, like so many people I know, so I just keep it on there.
Yeah, I don't have like any friends. I have
Oh.
like 12 people or something that I follow or are friends with on Goodreads. Like, it's not worth it for me.
Just like the whole aesthetic of it is significantly better. I like the
It's
layout.
much prettier.
And then like you can track like reading streaks. So I've read every day for 20 days.
Oh, I like that.
And I just like how it like organizes better.
Yeah.
And like you can, so in like Goodreads, you can kind of see community posts, I guess. If you like look through there, like it's stupid.
It's not user friendly.
But if you go to Fable, you can see community posts that are like actual posts about books, or you can just see your friends' posts. And I just like it way better.
Yeah, what was the other one that you were showing me? You sent me a couple screenshots.
Storygraph?
Storygraph. I think I liked Fable more, like, aesthetically.
Yeah, me too.
From what you sent me.
The only thing I liked about Storygraph is you can track, like, the media in which you've read it.
Yeah.
Fable doesn't have that, which annoys me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Fable is what Goodreads should be.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Have you purchased any new books this year?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I did purchase The Nightingale because I didn't actually own it. Mm-hmm. Speaking of, I have here somewhere. I'll find it. Onyx Storm, obviously.
Yeah.
Whoa, I almost forgot one there.
Yeah.
Of course, I bought fucking Onyx Storm. And then... Oh, The Five Broken Blades I bought the second one.
Oh, okay.
The Four Ruined Realms.
Gotcha.
So... The 3 I bought, I've already read 2 of them, and I do plan on reading the other one.
Wow. Look at you.
Hidden Pictures. That was one.
Hidden Pictures. Is that what you recommended me?
Yeah, I gave it 5 stars last year.
It was great. It was so good.
Yeah,
you gotta look at the pictures. So if you do the audiobook, like there's a PDF version. Or
Maybe not with Libby.
Well, I don't know about Libby, but at least Audible.
Yeah.
There's like a PDF that has the pictures that are described. And
you need them.
You need them for context.
Okay.
Because I think she does describe them a little bit, but the pictures do it justice.
Yeah, I texted Bailey a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I need like a mystery or thriller recommendation because I'm like romanticide out, like genuinely, like I'm romanticide out. And she recommended Hidden Pictures, so it is on. I think I have a physical copy of it actually.
Really?
I think so.
Maybe with your 9 million book of the months.
Actually, I got another credit. I know.
Oh my god.
No, so I went back on the video. I said I had 8 credits, but I actually had 10. So I purchased 10 books that day. Well, throughout the year that accumulated. Yeah. And then I picked out a January, and then I got credited for February. No, I'm getting it mixed up, but I got credited one. I was like, Caitlin, what the heck? Should have cut that out. So anyways, I could use it on Hidden Pictures if I don't have it. I'll just get it from Book of the Month.
It's also on Kindle Unlimited, so you don't need to do any of those things.
I also, for just so everyone is aware, will be paying Bailey for the books that I read on her KU because I am a moocher.
You're joking about it that I said $1 a book.
$1 a book. I said that is fair. I'll take you up on that.
All right, that was all, really. See, wasn't that bad?
No, it wasn't that bad.
So dramatic.
I've bought like 8 books this year. I sent you a picture of my graph.
From freaking Pango?
Yeah, I got... Okay, so Aaron bought me the exclusive edition of Onyx Storm, which I was not anticipating getting because I don't have hardback copies of the first 2. So I was like, no, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just read it on some other platform. It's whatever. And when he got me the pre-order for it, I was like... So I can get hardback editions of the other 2. So it gave me the excuse. And then I got some other books. Wait, what did I get? Oh, I got a copy of Reckless by Elsie Silver because we read it for the podcast and I like to have the physical.
It's flawless.
Jesus Christ.
That's probably the second one, but... Mile High, right? Or did it ever come?
It never came. I had to end up canceling it. So
That's so annoying.
It is. I bought a copy of the book that we're covering today. The beginning of the month. And I was like, it's going to ship out to me. I'll have 2 weeks to read it. Like, that's how early it was.
Yeah.
And never got to me.
So annoying.
Never got shipped out. I messaged the seller and I was like, hey, not to rush or anything, but I am using this book for like a book club. We're meeting at the end of the month. I would like to have it read by then. Never heard back. Pango emailed me and was like, it's been 10 days. Like, you can cancel. And I was like, man. So I canceled it, but I was really disappointed in it because I wanted it. Like,
maybe you can buy it from a different seller.
Yeah, I probably can because I do still want to have it because we've covered it on the podcast. But so I did order that, but I didn't get it. I got Lightlark. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Light Lark, because you said that you really, really liked it. I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And it's Pango, so it's good for the environment, okay? I'm not buying new copies.
It's an app where you can like buy used books.
Yeah.
From people around the country.
From people, which I like.
Yeah.
So it's not like from a store,
Yeah.
it's from a person. So I like that aspect of it too.
And you can sell your books too.
Yeah, you can sell on there and buy on there, and it's all secondhand. But then I also got the Odyssey.
That's right.
Because Christopher Nolan is coming out with a book with Zendaya, Tom Holland. A movie. Jesus Christ. I've had a Red Bull, so I do not have an excuse. Joe's tired because he's a hard worker. I'm tired because I've had too much caffeine and I'm crashing out. Anyways, Christopher Nolan is coming out with a movie, and this cast is insane. So I have to read the book.
Isn't Robert Pattinson in it?
I want to...
Pretty excited about that. I want to say it is. What's it called? The Odyssey?
Yeah, it's star-studded, dude. Like,
star-studded.
I'm so excited, but I have to reread it because we were all forced to read portions of it at some point in our lives. But I want to read.
Not me.
You never had to read it?
I don't think.
I think 3 different classes I had to read sections of the Odyssey for.
I may have in high school and just don't remember it.
But I want to reread the whole thing. So.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be like a pickup every now and then. Bust out
Right,
a chunk
like,
of it. Digest.
The internet's letting me down.
But, I mean, it's going to take over a year for them to film this thing. So I've got time.
From what I did just Google from the internet, it says 2026 July.
Yeah, I got time.
You're good.
I got time. I
got
can do like a
year and a half.
chapter a week and be good.
That would be a long movie.
I said this is the only
that's his
movie.
vibe.
This is the only movie that I'm gonna be okay with 2 parts. Because usually 2-parters piss me the fuck off. They make
Dune
me
made
so
you mad?
mad. Yes, Dune did make
Really?
me mad. And the way that they're gonna do the 3rd one, I already know it's gonna make me mad.
Pretty sure they're switching up directors too.
Also want to read that series this year, the
I
entire
think
series.
After the 3rd
Oh,
movie.
okay.
But no, I didn't.
I haven't watched or read them, so.
Listen, they're amazing. They're amazing books and they're amazing movies, but I am just a little perturbed by the timeline that they created in the movie. But yeah, so
I see.
I think that the Odyssey needs to be a 2-parter.
We got Zendaya, Anne Hathaway,
yes, gorgeous.
Tom Holland, Matt Damon, and Robert Pattinson, and another lady that I know I've seen before, but I don't know her name, unfortunately. And I'm just looking at a picture, so
Yeah.
can't tell your name. I apologize on
I
that.
wonder if he'll do like a trilogy, because that's what he did with the Batman series.
A trilogy.
Because like the
Would be
Odyssey
good.
is so long.
It's
Like
so long.
there's so many things that take place.
So many.
So like I don't understand how you could have like a beginning, middle, and end, and it be the whole story.
Yeah.
Because like there's a lot of like beginning, middles, and ends. in
No,
the
it
Odyssey.
either needs to be a 4-hour movie with a like intermission so that if you're watching
Wow,
it in the
yeah,
theater, you can actually
Bring
like
that back.
go take a fucking snack break or something.
A pee break.
Or it's going to be the only movie franchise that I'm actually okay with it being like a 5-year program type thing. Like, because it is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be so good. I'm actually so excited. So I got that.
Okay.
All that to say, those are the books
yeah,
that
I got the book.
I got a book.
I think that's all right.
I think
And then,
so.
of course, Fourth Wing and Iron Flame.
Yeah.
Hardback.
Yeah.
That's how we got here.
The hardback. Yes, they look beautiful on my shelf.
They're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
All right, you ready now? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is the first book in the Windy City series. Mm-hmm. It was published in 2022.
Oh, wow.
The same as Flawless.
Wow. 2022 is a good
Apparently.
literature year.
Apparently.
Yeah.
The Goodreads rating is 4.07.
Okay.
So pretty high.
Yeah.
I just have a... Sadly, Joe did not read this one because our next video, he had to do a lot of preparing, so we just let him do that.
Yeah.
It's a teaser. And so...
Wait, isn't that video first in the?
No.
No.
It's not.
No.
Okay.
We're recording this in order.
Oh, okay.
Last recording session, we had to record it all out of order for some reason. I think our mood was a little low and we needed something fun to like jazz us up real quick.
Okay.
Anywho, the summary. Stevie is our main female character. She's starting her first day as a flight attendant on her new, she's done flight attending before, but this is her first time with this team. So she does, private jets with teams. So she's done basketball teams in the past, and this is a hockey team. So it's her first day. And then in this hockey team, there's like the bad boy. His name's Evan Zanders, and I don't know why, but for some reason he's just like, that girl, I'm gonna annoy the shit out of her. And then that's just kind of all. Like, he just pesters the fuck out of her.
Okay.
For the rest of the season, I feel like.
Yeah. That's like his mission in life.
But why, I still don't know exactly. But he just saw her and was like,
know.
I'm gonna.
He's like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah, because she's sassy and like flips back. That's probably why, actually.
Didn't take his shit.
That's probably why, actually. Because most people are like, oh my god, Evan. And she's like, shut the fuck up.
She's like, are you ready
Are
for
you
the
good or not?
briefing or what?
Are you cool to sit at the emergency exit or no?
Yeah, no, she's hilarious.
Yeah.
Actually, I really like our female main character in this one a lot. Joe. Well, off of the summary. I'm just kidding.
What happens? I'm just
I
kidding.
wouldn't put you on the spot like that. But I do think another important thing is that the head like flight attendant is like, no fraternizing with the team or whatever.
Yeah, Tara.
Which, Tara.
She was a bitch.
She was a bitch. She got her in though.
I honestly barely remember it, but she was a bitch. Oh, yeah, I'm there. It was 3 of them. There was 3 flight attendants on this jet. So Tara, Stevie, and Indy. And so Indy and Stevie become friends, and they all hate Tara. But yeah, Tara's like the lead flight attendant. And she's like, if I catch anybody fraternizing, you're fired. Which I don't know if she actually has that.
I know. I'm like, oh, you have that power?
I would say, I don't know if she actually has that power, but
you
she
ain't
sure
John.
acted like it.
Yeah. Sure
But-
as shit.
Stevie was a little insecure, though, despite her sassiness.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. Like she, what's it called? Like a
She faked it till her made it.
Yeah, that's it. But she was pretty
Nice
insecure.
use of words.
Thank you.
Strung that sentence along great. What were your initial thoughts of Evan? Evan Zanders. Zanders. He has a lot of
listen.
names.
Easy.
Yeah,
Z.
Easy, Evan, Zanders, Z.
You would think he'd be right up my alley, right?
Yeah.
Big, bad, and broody.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. I did not care about anything of this book the entire time.
Dang. Yeah, I did not like him at all.
This was the longest book ever. I was like, oh my god. All
Yeah,
of it
no,
was
I agree.
necessary. All of the plot points, like there was very many mini plots and
There was.
resolutions, and then there was the big, wha-bam, and then the resolution. So like everything ebbed and flowed the way that it needed to. But there were several times that I was like, oh my god. Like, I'm reading this book on KU. God bless Bailey. And I'm like, all right, I gotta be like 75% of the way done with this shit by now. 52.
I think it's big. I don't
it's
actually know.
got to be like this big.
Let's see if Goodreads says the pages. I listened to it, and I also felt like that way. I'm like, fuck me, how long have I been listening to this goddamn book?
17-hour-long audiobook.
Is it?
17 hours. What?
This says the paperback is 603 pages.
I fucking believe it.
There's no need. I fucking believe it. There's no need for it to be that long. One. 2, yeah, I hated him. I don't know why. Like, towards the end, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But no, first off, I'm like, I don't know how you're going to come out of this.
Yeah.
Because he reminded me, have you ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
I mean, I've watched bits and pieces.
So if you've seen How I Met Your Mother, there's a main character there named Barney Stinson.
Is he the blonde?
Yes.
The one that pulls all the bitches?
Yes.
Okay, bet.
He has like a list of bitches he's fucked. Like, it's over 200 at this point. Like,
I think it's well more at the end of the series.
I mean, yeah, like fairly early on in the series, he has like, it's his 200th and it's this big special thing. So God knows how many towards the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and, just that kind of vibe. He gave me Barney vibes. Like, he has this fucking notes on his notes app. He has a note of like the cities, and then he has girls in that city and like what they did / what they were good at.
Yeah.
Like good boobs, great blowjob, shit like that. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah. So whenever they...
I actually gagged while like listening to this book. I was like, ugh.
No,
I hate him. Ugh.
There was a lot because there's like the bad boy persona and then there's the fuck boy, and like there's a fine line, and he was like way over like the character, and I know that was whatever. There's gonna be like die hard fucking Mile High fans that are like, that's the whole point of the book, and the character development. Listen,
Whoa, develop me.
he's a fucking prick, dude.
Yeah.
Like, No.
Because he tried to like play it off like these people don't know me. They my social media persona, but I'm like, but you are acting like that. Like
and you
it's
are
not
actually
fake.
fucking the bitches, dude. Like you want to say like I'm not a bad boy. Like yeah, you can. Yeah, you love your teammate and his family, and like your character isn't like how it is, but you are taking these bitches home. So
Well, not all of them. He says
at the end after Stevie.
no. He said that his agent
Yeah.
would have them like he always had a girl there for when he leaves, but he didn't always go home with all of them.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't act like we don't actually know what the fucking ratio was here.
Yeah.
But he did seem pretty disgusting in the beginning.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure that was strategic, and the author did her job very well.
Yeah.
Because it was the boy that you love to hate, for sure.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, I compared this book so much to Flawless for some reason, because I feel like they were very similar plot-esque.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to be that way, too.
For me, it was hard for me to keep it away from the au pair affair, and I think it was just because it was a hockey romance. You know what I mean? And I like that book way more than I like this one. Mm-hmm. Like, way more.
But he wasn't the bad boy.
No, he was just, I don't know. I liked Au Pair Affair. I don't know. I'm still debating my rating. That's why I don't rate books.
You
I
read
know.
that book months ago.
Literally months ago, and I'm still thinking about it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
man,
but-
how do I feel about this book?
Well, good thing we both hated him.
Honestly, I was so anxious about.
You thought I'd like him?
Because I don't know. I just was like, man,
What
I'm gonna go
if?
in and
Yeah.
shit all over this book, and Bailey's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
Thank
no.
goodness. Oh my god.
We did it.
This is why we have a podcast.
Yeah, no, we haven't talked about this at all. Not even a smidgen.
No, we haven't.
I hated him.
Yeah, we actually confession. Bailey texted me the original day that we were supposed to have this book finished.
I'm scared.
I had not finished the book.
I'm not shocked.
I was at like 70%, and I'd read it.
Thank God I was on my deathbed.
Honestly.
Thank God I was puking up a storm.
Literally. Sorry.
She's like, whoa, thank fuck.
I know. I like
Have
literally
fun
looked
puking,
at
bitch.
it.
I'm gonna finish this book.
I looked at the text and I was like, oh, girl, you so good. Like, don't even stress about it, babe. Like, no, it took everything.
So when did you finish? Today?
The drive here.
Oh, how'd you get the audiobook? No,
Listen.
you didn't.
Okay, I logged into another Libby. So
Okay.
I've learned the Libby tech. I've got multiple cards now.
I see.
Yes. So originally, the library that I had enrolled in didn't have it. But
Yeah.
then I re-enrolled in my Tulsa one. And so it had it.
okay.
But I read it for as long as I could, which is saying something because I usually do this shit through audiobooks. Like our podcast books, I'm listening. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, I'm going to read this one.
You picked the longest fucking book.
Why did I do that to myself? I picked the longest book. So finally, I was like, I need to get the freaking audiobook. And I finally started listening to the audiobook, and it made the experience all the worse.
I was like, it was not good. I told you
All
not to do that.
The worst.
It was not a good. Did you please tell me you got the joy of listening to a sex scene?
Well, the
On
ending
that
of the
audiobook.
book is the sex scene.
Honestly, I don't.
Dirty. And it was like, not even like the sexy kind of dirty, in my opinion. It was just like, I literally am
truly don't even remember
driving here, and I'm going. I'm like, oh my god, no, not a fan of that sex scene at all.
Yeah.
At all. And he was way enthused.
Fucking okay. So this audiobook and book is dual POV, and so there's a man narrator and a woman in the audiobook.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, this guy was going for the Grammy. He really went for it. He thought he was auditioning for graphic audio. Honey, you weren't. Sit down. Like, holy crap. He went for all of it. He was moaning. He was groaning. He was... Yeah, I'm like doing the dishes like... Just like, what's happening? Like, I was not happy with the audiobook, but I knew I wasn't going to physically read this book because it's huge. So I listened to it, and I was scared.
Funny about that is like when he's recording, he's in a booth, and there's
Alone.
one other guy that's just like
recording
him. So the other guy is just like listening to him doing that.
Yeah, actually, a note that I have for dual POV audiobook narrators all around the world. Have a conversation with the person doing the opposite role, because if the female is narrating and the way they make the male sound is nothing at all like how the male narrator talks about their character, it pisses me off. Daughter of No Worlds was like that, the audiobook. She gave him like an accent that the motherfucker did not have. So whenever she's like talking about like, you know, narrating the conversations they're having, it's like, man, y'all didn't meet.
No.
Y'all did not meet. I think that should be a rule. Meet.
Well, also just don't create an accent.
Bro, I told y'all about the Aragon thing. Oh!
The
man.
second or third one or something.
Yes. Martag is a character, an Aragon, and the narrator gave him a Scottish accent for no frackin' reason. And now Martag has his own book.
Yeah, the new one, right?
Yeah. I will not be listening to the audiobook. I will die.
Oh my god.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
Well, we must continue.
actually, that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much. Just kidding. We hate it.
Ooh.
Bye. No, we'll actually talk about it. Stevie was okay.
She was okay. She was okay.
I didn't understand
My favorite character was Madison. Like his best friend.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't get a book because he's happily
fucking married. Which, good for him.
Good for him. Love Logan. His wife.
But yeah, when they met, I'm like, ooh, I like this guy.
Yeah.
He's married. I said, fuck. We ain't gonna get a book from him because he's married.
Yeah, usually, I think if we're predicting who gets books, I think Rio gets a book.
Yes.
The Indy.
Yes.
But I don't think it's Rio and Indy.
No.
I think it's Indy and the brother.
It is.
Okay. But I don't...
That's the only two I know, actually.
I don't know what the fourth... It must be another character that we meet.
Honey, I think there's 5.
Hey?
That's what I'm saying.
And she started the first one in 2022, and she's already busted out 5. That's impressive.
Book 2 came out in 23.
And they're
Book 3 came out in 23.
fucking long.
Book 4 came out in 24. Book 5 comes out this year. Book 5 is about Rio. Book 2 is about Indy and
Rio
Ryan.
is book 5?
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know who the hell. I don't know who the other ones are about.
Yeah, I
You said
definitely thought
Rio's
Rio
book
would get the second or third book because he was such a prominent side character.
Right? No. Gets the fucking last one. Comes out in May.
I won't be reading it.
I know, everyone's like, the second and third are my favorites. And
Okay,
I'm like,
I'm tired of the second and third being the best of the series. Like, I'm tired of it. People are like, no, push through the first. I don't want it anymore.
well, you already did. Honestly, at this rate, you already did.
I know for the hopes of it being better.
I know.
The
I
hope.
agree. Out of all the series we've started, so Love Light, Flawless, and this one, I think this is the least likely I am to continue.
I won't. It's definitely not on the TBR at all.
Scratch.
Throw it out. Yeah, seriously.
I might listen to second because I liked Ryan. But I don't know.
I liked Indy, so maybe that's a good one.
Yeah, I liked Indy and Ryan, so
I know, but how long is that one gonna be?
just listen to it. I'm sure. Hopefully, it'll be a different narrator.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I told you not to listen.
I had to.
I know you had.
I had to.
That's
I
true.
woke up this morning and as I was getting ready for work, had the audiobook in. At work, I'm doing a cleaning chore. I have the audiobook in. Like, I'm like trying to bust this shit out. Because we decided we were recording today at like 8 p.m. yesterday. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck. Definitely thought I had like a week. You know? No.
You did it.
I did it.
You had to suffer. So Madison, the best character, is his best friend. They've known each other since college, but I don't think they've gotten along until adulthood. They were like rivals.
They've known each other since they were 7.
Oh.
Yeah, and they were rivals like the entire time.
I knew they were rivals until they played together on this team.
Yeah.
So that was part of their like social media shit. Family Guy / Bad Boy, they're best friends, but they were rivals.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know if that actually is how the real world works. If they care that much about that stuff. They just want you to win, bro.
I don't know. Listen, I don't follow sports. So I don't...
Do you know their backstories, all the players?
Yeah, like, is there like a dynamic duo It's like,
Mahomes and Kelsey.
I would say Mahomes and Kelsey.
okay. I don't care about them. Like, all right, I know their names.
So if one of them left, not that you actually care about that team, but like,
What do you mean if one of them left?
what do you mean? What do I mean?
What are you asking me? Because I was confused.
Okay. So in the books, they're kind of like a package deal. Like they work off of each other. They do all the media stuff together, and like their image is kind of intertwined with the other one.
Okay.
Is that kind of the same for like the Kelsey Mahomes thing? Like if one leaves the team, does that affect the other?
It can. So like, if Mahomes retired or Kelsey retired, I mean, that would be a big hole in their, offense.
But that's actual game.
No, we're talking about like the media persona. Do people care? Is the question.
Yes and no. It also depends on like your investment in the person. So like, if you're a diehard Kansas City fan, you obviously you enjoy knowing about your team. Mm-hmm. You enjoy knowing about those people. Mm-hmm. Or if you're just a sports fan in general, like hearing stories about how they got there is interesting. But I don't necessarily think like if a PR was like, these are like the best two people and they have to work together. I don't know if that's really how that works. But then again, like it does happen. Like you get Mahomes, Kelsey, like Tom Brady and Gronk, and a bunch of others are like paired together. Mm. I'm just thinking of football right now, but I can't.
That's fine.
My brain's dead. I can't think of any other sport at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, also I think it's just because we have like basketball, like we have a home basketball team, but we don't have like a state football or like hockey's not big here, so maybe we just don't get it because we can't relate to it. I don't know.
We have baseball here. I think baseball in Tulsa is like the biggest thing.
Probably,
in my opinion.
I would not be able to.
I don't know if that's just because I live with you.
Hockey is pretty big here. We have a junior
Oilers.
team. We have a minor team. We have a multi-million-dollar ice ring. Hockey's huge.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Oilers?
Listen,
They just rebuilt a new
I
rink,
didn't
too.
know they rebuilt one.
Yeah.
Well,
hockey's pretty big. Baseball's pretty big.
If you take me to a game, I'm gonna have a good time, but I'm never gonna go to a game.
You know what we should go to?
You know what I mean?
I want to go to again? Indoor football.
I thought you were gonna say the rodeo.
Football?
The arena football?
That's where it's
That
at.
shit slaps.
Is that where you got the $2 beers like all night long or something?
I was drunk,
Free
so that
beer,
probably had a lot to do with it. But we were right there. It was so fun. It's like football in the BOK.
Yeah.
Like where they play.
No, I think that would be fun.
It was so fun.
That's so fucking random. Have you guys seen the indoor golf
Yeah, I've seen it.
with like the simulator?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, okay. My man and my roommate are into golf right now. Like,
What the fuck's up with that, first of all?
I don't
fun.
fucking
Shut up. It came out of
know.
nowhere.
It came out of nowhere. Aaron and all of his friends just one day
Go too, bro.
picked up golf. And I was like, is this just like an initiation into adulthood that men have to go
there is
through?
an age thing where it's like,
Yeah, you just like...
It's like, all right,
we golf now!
I reached a certain age and I was like, oh, this is for me.
frontal lobe fully developed, time to get some clubs. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
that's what it feels
but
like.
anyways, like I'm talking like
Daily?
daily. They're outside playing. We're watching it on the TV. Like we're watching YouTubers that golf for
Thank God
fun.
you don't make me do that.
No, like it's
I
serious.
keep all my YouTube hobbies to myself.
No, ours are on our big screen at home. And so we were watching the fucking simulator thing, and I was like, is this like a real thing that's happening? Like a real thing that's happening? People actually care like this? This is crazy to me. So we're watching like this YouTube channel personnel got invited to try it out, blah, blah, blah. Stadium's empty. We saw it on TV with the stadium full. I was like, holy shit, this place is poppin'. Mm-hmm. People actually fuck with that shit heavy. And I was like...
So it's not just like a practice thing now?
No,
The
they have
simulator
like
thing?
full tournaments there.
No, it's like a football field with like holes everywhere. They can interchange them. It changes. It will rotate depending on where your ball is. No, it's like state-of-the-art shit. And I'm like, when you look at the mechanics of it, it's really interesting. But I'm like... Guys, for golf? Are we serious? Are we serious? Anyways.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
I said,
serious.
take me to a game, give me a hot dog and a beer. I'm going to have a fucking grand old time. But never will I ever be like, oh my God, let's go watch some basketball.
You know what else I like? Soccer.
Soccer is fun.
Never have I ever been to a soccer game
It's
of
the
any
most-
We
capacity.
went once, and I was like, "This is the fucking best."
I think
They're
it's just
beating
like
the shit out of
the
each other.
energy. Like you could
That's
put me
probably it.
anywhere, and I'm like, you know, having a grand old time.
I
I
used
can
to
see
not
that.
like sports as much like growing up, but the older I get, the more I'm into just sports in general. Because it's like an
Yeah.
escape. It's like, I understand why so many people are into it, because like you can escape into this world kind of like a book where
Yeah.
there's these storylines and like people are like overcoming the odds to do stuff.
Okay, I will say I cry at the end of every game I watch because I just get so overwhelmed.
Whoa.
I do.
Every game is a little much.
I do. No, because like, yeah, okay, listen. So college
a
dance
lot.
competitions just happened.
Okay.
So it was all over like my For You. I would cry at the end of them because you can tell who the seniors are. Like you can tell who's like on the stage for their last time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The Olympics, I cried every single meet or whatever you want to call it.
Everything.
A single winner was crowned, I cried.
I cried.
Because you
I
know
cried.
those bitches worked so hard for
That's
that.
their life goal. Like they
Yeah.
just accomplished a lifetime goal.
That I will never,
Never.
never will I win a medal for shit. And I was like, good for
Me
you.
and Tyler think we could do the ice curling.
Shut up.
They-
Just shut up.
He did.
Right?
He did.
We think it's so easy.
And he said,
I would pay money to see that. 100%.
I'm sweating.
We've tried.
Please elaborate.
So Tyler,
going off the
obviously, he
rails.
works at the ice rink because he
Yeah.
does hockey stuff, where they curl, and they have a curling league, but they're not very acceptive of new people.
Are you too young?
They're probably ageist, yeah. We're too young and spry.
They'll bait us.
Jesus. Oh, shit. That one tickled me, y'all. That one tickled me.
Anywho, him and his best friend,
Oh, yeah.
they have this weird persona thing.
Yeah.
They also co-founded an organization for young athletes.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of the word. And it's like a mental health organization because I guess they both really struggled with mental health. I'm assuming, presumably mostly in college, but probably all throughout. And they started going to therapy in college and whatever helped them out. So they have this like organization. Not really sure what it does. I think it like pays for therapy for kids kind of thing. Or they get therapists on to volunteer hours and stuff like that. But most of the world thinks it's just Madison's. They don't know. Xander's is a part of it. And got Madison into therapy, I think.
Yeah.
Like Xander's is kind of the antithesis of this whole thing. But that was like not a weird, but an interesting like part of his persona.
Yeah, so his like whole confidence that he gives is like other people, like his mom left him, okay? Which tragic. So he has this like thing that like people don't love him or whatever. So he's like, I have to love myself enough that it doesn't matter. So he like almost like
He's
hits
too much.
It's almost too much.
Like narcissistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a narcissistic kind of. It's not confidence. It's like confidence plus, you know? So that,
Cocky.
yeah.
I think if you're too confident, you get cocky. And he's like,
Yeah.
Hella.
He's
but yeah, his
really up there.
weird mom thing. Not weird, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
that's terrible. But the whole, like, my mom left, so nobody loves me. No one can ever love me. So I'm just going to love myself hella hard, and that won't matter. It'll make up for everything. Was strange. Specifically because he does have, like, sort of his chosen family. Like, with his best friend, and his best friend's married and has kids, and he goes over there and hangs out with them all the time.
Yeah.
But he definitely like, no one's gonna love me. No one loves me. No one loves me. No one loves me.
Yeah. So,
He also has a dad. Don't forget that. And he has a sister.
and he was like, his dad, the mom left because of money. Some other
Yeah.
guy came, had more money. So the dad like went into overwork
was, like, a teen,
mode.
right?
Yeah, he was
He was a teen.
16 or something like that. His dad went into like overwork mode, so he was never there. So like he felt like his dad abandoned him too. Like his mom left and his dad abandoned him. He didn't spend time with him, and so like the last couple of years that he was home before college was just miserable for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, which all is likely logical. But I just think
For
that
sure.
the way that the author decided to depict it is what
Also, after
missed.
10 years of therapy?
Yeah.
12 years of therapy?
Okay, maybe it was 10 years. Yeah, it's 12 years since his mom left. 10 years of therapy. You're right.
And I'm like, damn, brother.
What's your
Still?
therapist doing?
Like, obviously, you're still going to hurt from that, but, like,
To where you literally can't accept
like
love.
function damn near.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Stevie was kind of mediocre.
You said Stevie was?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had some mama drama, too.
Yeah, she had her own shit. Her own little... And she's the opposite of Xander's in that she doesn't have any confidence, essentially.
Yeah, for real. Like, inside, but yet she acts like she does.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
It's like this
was
persona
interesting.
that she, fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Which maybe that was his, too, honestly. He just faked it better.
He may have just faked it better. And faked it so good that he faked himself out.
He's like... So Stevie's a twin.
Yes.
Her twin brother's name is Ryan. Of course, Ryan is an NBA player. Mm-hmm. And Stevie's mom, of course, adores him.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy. Your kid's in the NBA. That's awesome. But she treats Stevie like a fucking pile of dog shit in her
Yeah.
yard that she doesn't have a dog.
Who shit in my yard?
Literally. She's so mean to her. Like, it was kind of fucking crazy to me.
Yeah. And
Like,
the
I
sad
can't
thing
imagine
is,
just keep coming around.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah. Called her fat. Said she shouldn't eat that. Her hair was ugly. She needed to put some makeup on.
Yeah.
Why aren't you married? She's like, Ryan and I are the same fucking age. Like, why
Yeah.
aren't you badgering him being married? Like,
They're literally twins.
Yeah, we're the exact same age, and you just said he was too young to settle down. Explain.
Yeah.
That part, I was like, whoa.
No, in the same conversation.
Yeah,
The
it
same,
was like
same breath.
next sentence. Damn near. It's crazy.
It was crazy, but also sadly realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it did affect the parents' relationship eventually too, because at first I was like, Stevie's dad was all like loving to Stevie and
Yeah.
everything, and I'm like, how is he okay with all this?
For real.
Like,
But she did act like mom was sneaky.
Hidden.
Mom
Like,
was sneaky about it.
poke.
And she would wait till it was like the dad went into the kitchen to grab tea or something, and then she would say the shit when no one was around.
Yeah, which makes it even more malicious. Like,
Yeah,
that's
purposeful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Her
Yeah.
mom was rough.
Her mom was rough.
I was glad that, like, later on she was like, I'm done. I'm not coming around. Bye.
Yeah, and
Until
then
you
Ryan
act your
supported her
shit.
in it too.
Yeah, Ryan was so sweet.
Oh, Ryan was honestly maybe the best character in the whole book, actually,
Yeah.
now that I'm thinking about it. Madison
great.
and Ryan, better than the main characters. Oops.
100%.
Sorry.
And that's what I'm saying. The second book's Ryan.
And Indy, right?
Yeah.
I liked Indy too.
Yeah. But,
But we all know how that one's going to go. It's forced proximity.
yeah.
Yeah. We can already write it ourselves. We don't need to read it.
700 pages of it.
Jesus Christ.
I don't actually know how long it's going to be, but towards the end of the book, she ended up going to, like, family therapy with her family and her mom
Yeah.
to figure out their shit. Okay, the second one's 499 pages.
Oh my gosh, so it's like
less, but
way less. Maybe more
100.
digestible.
it's 100 pages less. Way less.
That's definitely still like, if I'm scrolling through Libby and it's available, I'll go, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's not going
If
to be
it's
like
there.
intentional, I don't
for
think.
sure. And then with Xander's mom, we'll just
Oh, yeah.
tell the whole life story there. She comes back towards the end, and because he invites her pretty much to tell her to, like, she starts, like, reaching out for some reason. In, like, throughout the whole book, she gets his number, which he's had to change his number several times over the years so she can't have his number, whatever. She starts reaching out to the sister, and she's like, hey, just so you know, mom's on the prowl.
On the
She's looking for you. And he just never really said anything to her or would change his number, so she couldn't get a hold of him. He lives in a security building, so she can never get up. Whatever. Towards the end, way towards the end, he invites her pretty much to tell her to go fuck herself and she'll never be in his life and this is bye. And she's like, oh.
Yeah.
The fuck?
He's actually like, I mean, good for
Cold.
him.
Loved it.
But he's cold as fuck. Like, the last thing he says to her is like, that designer bag's a little old and you should probably get an upgrade. And then shuts the door on her. And I was like,
Yeah. And in that conversation, we find out that the man she left his dad for left her years ago, and that's why her bag's old, because she don't got no money now.
Worn out Louis
And the
Vuittons.
timing, she started reaching out to him after that man left.
Yeah.
And he was already in the NHL.
Yep.
Obviously making a fuck ton of money.
POS.
Literally a piece of shit. And then I think the next day, he like goes to his dad, because he's been very shitty to his dad.
Yeah.
To be frank. Which I can see from a teenage mindset how you would think that way. Like, my mom just left me. Where the fuck are you at?
Yeah.
But I think in his adult way, he was like, that's kind of how my dad coped. And he was working more to make up for the money that, because I'm assuming his mom worked. I don't know.
Yeah. She had to bring something in.
Yeah, to make up for the money lost, and so that his life wouldn't change. He could keep playing hockey. That shit, I'm assuming, is fucking outrageously expensive to play hockey.
I'm sure.
It is.
Yeah, especially him playing how he did. I'm sure he was in school and clubs and went to college for it. So God knows how much all that was. Hopefully he went to college on a scholarship. But he did, he said? Oh, okay. And then, then he's getting paid ample. But he goes to his dad and he, talks to him and he says, thank you. I'm not going to lie, I teared up a bit.
No, I did cry.
I teared up when he went and saw his dad.
I did, and it was this proud moment where the dad finally was also able to talk to him because he was finally being receptive, and he was like, dude, I'm so proud of you. And he invites him to a game, and he was like, heck yeah, I'm going to be there.
Not just a game.
The
Stanley Cup game.
Yeah, I was like, what's it called?
Yes. Stanley Cup, the fake Stanley Cup.
Yes. Yeah, so that was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, the ending was wrapped up really, really well. Both characters got to figure out their shit, and it was presumably because of the other. That's always hard for me to believe, is this person came into my life and loved me so hard that I realized all the wrong things. I'm like, really? I don't know, my man's great, and I'm a better person because of him. But maybe it's because Aaron and I were so young when we started dating, we didn't have the extra baggage that someone had to clean up the mess for us. I don't know. It's just always kind of hard for me. I'm like, okay, so a girlie liked you and now you want to make up with your daddy? I'm just a little confused by that. Can't relate. I'm sorry.
Can't relate.
I'm sorry.
He just made it seem like with all that baggage he couldn't love her kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. That happens in every book though.
I know. And
they
I'm
have to figure out their whole life shit.
I gotta change X, Y, and Z because this person loves me. And I'm like, huh?
I'm trying to be better for them. I don't know.
I
don't know. Another thing about Stevie is she worked at the dog thing,
which I thought was way too much a part of the book.
I could see that.
It was way too much.
What was it called?
I don't
the dog
know.
thing. What's it called where dogs go?
A shelter?
Yes.
Yeah, she worked at a shelter for elderly dogs.
That's why she liked being the flight attendant, because they'd go on week-long trips and then she'd be home for months. Mm-hmm. And then she could just be at the fucking dog shelter for months and not get paid. Crazy. But whatever.
Again, that's another part of the book that I'm just like,
and
why does this matter? Because even when they were talking about her potentially leaving and going to another city, he was like, but the dog shelter. And I'm like, there's probably a dog shelter where she's going. She can just pull up right on in. I don't understand.
She loves those dogs. I don't know. But it was a large part. He went there a couple times. He ended up adopting a dog, her favorite dog, of course.
Yeah.
Which was cute, but
there ended up being a collaboration with the foundation that he has and the shelter, and now the shelter doggies are the official mascots for the team. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, each home game they would have a dog. They would take it out to the center ice and say this dog's for adoption and put him on the jumbotron and then hope to God the dog got adopted. Yeah, which is cute.
Yeah. I mean, our news in the mornings does that, but it's not. I don't know. It was just it's a little.
It was a lot.
I did not care about any aspect of this book.
You can talk about Indy and her whole life thing.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but...
When we meet Indy, she's very, very happily in a 6-year-long relationship. Head over heels for her guy. One random night, she comes to Stevie's house, tearing up. And she's like, yeah, we got home early because we took off.
Stevie lives with her brother.
We took off earlier than we thought. I was going to surprise him at being home early, and I found him mid-thrust into another woman. I said...
Is that the verbiage she said?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mid-thrust is what she said.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So she got cheated on, and then she ends up crying on Ryan's couch with Stevie, and that's kind of when you're like,
him.
There it is. Like, there's the
She's
second
like,
book.
why is there a hot guy here?
Yeah, there's the second book. Like,
For
it was
sure. But then it kind of tricked me a little bit.
with the Rio thing,
With
right?
Rio,
with
yeah,
Rio in the
later
club.
on.
But she was like, I will fuck you up, dude. Like, she literally said that to him, and I was like, okay, know your worth, babe. Like, okay.
She was hilarious.
She was hilarious.
But yeah, that's how she's going to end up with Ryan. Oh, because when Stevie moves out to go live with Xander's, Indy moves in.
Yeah, she's
Which
like,
I thought was crazy.
I know there's one line. It's like, I convinced Indy to move in with Ryan, and Xander's like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And I'm like,
What?
forced proximity is writing itself. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Just like how... That was crazy to me. Like, yeah, she needs a place to live now because she
Yeah.
lived with her boyfriend, but...
And I mean, I guess it is close to Stevie because it's right across the street. Like, I mean, I guess
Still weird.
it's still weird.
I don't think I would ever do that, but...
I know I would have
yeah,
to
go
be
live with my brother.
so desperate. Oh my god, can you imagine me moving in with Chance?
Okay, my brother's different. He's not a hot NBA player. But still.
I would. No,
Chance, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
in no world would.
My mom says Chance will listen to this sometimes and be like, at the phone. He like flips off the phone if I'm talking shit.
That's
I don't
hilarious.
think we've ever talked shit about
There's
him.
only like one time I talked about how I thought his like, how he doesn't give a shit about spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's the journey, not the end, or whatever, you know?
I do remember that one.
I guess he was listening to that and went, and like flipped off the phone, but
That
then I,
is
was
so
like, okay, I kind of
funny.
agree with him now. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
And he calmed down.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I'm fine.
Chance, we love you.
Yeah,
He's the best.
he's a hoot. He's a hoot. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
can't,
God.
yeah. I lived with him for a long time.
Yeah,
He'd have a blast.
it's like your.
Whole childhood.
I was about
I
to say.
18
I was like, that's
years.
usually
I think
how
he
like
would beg
siblings
the
work.
16.
Dipper that it was great for
Yeah.
18 years.
Yeah, he said I was his first bully.
Oh yeah. No, honestly, whenever my siblings
calls
talk
me.
about our childhood, it's mainly all the negative things that I did to them. And I'm like, I don't remember it being that bad. And they're like, yeah, of course you don't remember it being that bad.
You're like,
Oh my
damn.
gosh. My mom's gonna get mad at me for saying this. Sorry, Mom. My brother, Jacob, he was a little shit, dude. I'm also 15 years older than my little brother. So, and I was a bitch. Up until I was probably about 21, I finally chilled out a little bit. It's fine. Anyways. We were in the pool one time and he's got a thing with splashing and I'm like, bro, I can't stand it. So I would throw him around in the pool like normal adult kid relationships. Well, one time I threw him and
Got him a little hard.
kind of pushed his head down a little too long.
Just trying to drown in him.
And he will not let me live
How
down.
old was he?
Like 5 or 6.
Damn.
Will not
He remembers
ever
it.
let me live down the fact that I tried to kill him. I'm like, no, you were just annoying me and I needed you to shut up for more than 5 seconds. So
So a little drowning's okay.
a little drowning's okay. And I don't remember it being that bad, but it traumatized Jake.
Yeah, he
He's
couldn't fucking breathe.
still
Those seconds are a lot longer than
he
your
wasn't
breathing
thrashing
second.
or anything, okay?
He's just like,
So as long
Accepting
enough
defeat.
as long enough he accepted his
like,
fate. He's like,
he
this
stopped
is it.
thrashing.
Listen, also he could have just stood up. Like the pool's not that big.
That's really funny.
Anyways, I was a bully. All that to say. Annika will
too.
say the same thing, my little sister.
I only have one for the evidence.
I
so.
can see you as a bully.
Me?
Chance. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was.
Probably bossed
what
him
it is.
around.
It is what it is.
Character
We all know.
development.
Yeah, we're friends now. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm friends with both my siblings.
I always tell them all the time, like, the best thing that ever happened to us is us living in different states.
Yeah.
Truly, it was the best thing that ever
No,
happened to
I
us.
liked Annika a lot more than
Yeah.
like most siblings did before the moving. It was like after the moving that I was like actually distraught because Annika and I were close.
Yeah.
For years, we were pretty close before we both like went our separate ways. Yeah. But with Jake, like, he's so young. He don't care. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He's like, I'm an only child, essentially.
Yeah, he's like, I'm an only child.
Yeah, he's like,
I know what you're
actually,
talking about.
I just have bonus moms. I'm like, yeah.
That's what he says?
Yeah, he's like, you're like a mom than a sister. I'm like, because I won't let you get away with shit? Like, I'm confused. What do you mean?
That's funny.
I love how when we go off a rail, and then we just look at each other after.
Like, the shame. How do we bring it back?
How do we? I was just gonna ask you what your rating was, like at the end.
Like a 2.5.
Yeah. I'm thinking like it was written well. Like I don't have any qualms with like how it was written or the way that the storyline was told. It was just very, very long, and I personally probably because I don't know if it wasn't I couldn't relate to any of them or what, but I just didn't care. And also coincided with the release of Onyx Storm though, so I may also have just wanted to get it over with so I could finally pick up Onyx Storm. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2.53.
Yeah, I can't decide either if it was like I just wasn't in the mood for a romance at that time, unfortunately. But like I said, I've talked to other people and they said like this isn't their favorite of the series either.
Yeah.
So I think that despite it having a over 4 on Goodreads, which is fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, what does the second one have? Would you mind looking?
The Right to Move 4.4.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen shit that high. 291,000.
Wow.
The first one has 331,000.
Wow. So many people. And it's a 4.4? That's what you said?
Mm-hmm. The third one's also a 4.4.
Who?
I don't think we know him.
Okay.
His name's Kai. He said all it says in this like thing is I'm a single dad and a starting pitcher for Chicago.
Oh, how does that... I wonder if he's in
friends.
the foundation somehow.
Yeah. And then the fourth one has a 4.48.
Oh my gosh.
This has to be people who love it because they just keep going.
Yeah, this is their brand of romance.
Yeah. And the fifth one that's not even out, though, has a 4.6, so.
Someone must have gotten an arc.
People can just rate shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited, rate it. It's stupid.
If there's a Goodreads link, you can rate it even before the book
That's
is
stupid.
done.
That's stupid.
So originally, whenever we first got decided that we were going to read this book, I honestly thought that it was going to be more sex than romance. But this was actually way more romance than sex. Like, there was actual plot.
Lots of it.
Yeah. And it took, a long time for them to finally get together, too. Like, it was,
I mean, it's a 600-page book.
I think it was, 50% before they even finally, fucked, though. Like, it was forever.
What a shame. What a shame.
I mean, come on. Not in Love, it was, 20 pages or something,
The book's a little different.
The book is way different. But I definitely thought it was going to be more sex-y than it was, actual plot. And it was so much more plot than I thought. There was, actually, only 3.
Yeah, I can't even think of a lot, yeah.
I think
3?
2.
No. Well.
Sex.
Yeah, okay.
They talked about it.
Yeah.
They were kind of vulgar with the way they talked about it.
Said the P word a lot.
I know.
Not a fan of the P word, y'all.
I don't know what else I would prefer it be called, but
I don't
hearing it, especially being said by a man in the way he was saying it, I was like, oh, don't say it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt
I need
too.
to clean my ears
Because I'm
out.
pretty sure you had said this in Flawless, and I didn't realize it. And I don't know if I didn't realize it because I wasn't listening, but you said that there was a lot of sex scenes in Flawless from the male's perspective. And I
Yeah.
think they were all from his perspective in this one. I don't know that for a fact. Probably not. But
my
I do,
gosh.
because he moaning and groaning and shit.
Yeah, I think one of the scenes was beginning in hers, end in his type vibe.
Okay.
But the last one was all his, and it was vulgar. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I just can't, I just don't think that men actually think like this.
Who's to know?
I don't know. I'm not going to make them read.
Right?
They wouldn't be honest. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
They
You're
wouldn't
like,
be
nah,
honest. He's like, no, I don't
man.
think like that.
That's gross.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
wouldn't lie.
Huh?
I wouldn't lie.
I don't know if I want to know, dog.
I don't know. I don't know if we need to open that can of worms
Yeah,
yet.
I want to know. I think the biggest thing of this is, like you said, the flight attendant thing. Like, they couldn't have a relationship.
Yeah.
And he didn't want the relationship to be known either
Yeah.
because of his weird ass persona. And this is also a signing year for him,
Yeah.
which that's another thing. His agent's a piece of garbage.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even touch on the agent. He's a POS.
Yeah. So his agent, who he's had, I'm assuming since the beginning, had been telling him oh yeah, Chicago hasn't sent you an offer. So he was afraid to come out and be like, okay, now I have a girlfriend, because he wanted to keep his image, because he wanted to get signed again. Mm-hmm. Turns out they offered him an offer like the beginning of the season, and his agent had just been like, no, we want more money, because obviously the agent gets a cut. Yeah. So he had been sending it back being like, oh no, he says no, even though he didn't even know there was a fucking contract to begin with, because he obviously would have signed it.
Yeah, we don't find this out until the end of the book.
The very end.
The very end of the book.
Because he then fires his agent before the season is over, because his agent's a dick and had been sending paparazzi to wherever him and Stevie were to try to out him.
Yeah, and gave the paparazzi her name, too.
Yeah, and his address, like, all this shit.
Yeah, no, he was POS.
So he didn't actually, like, it was not proven that this guy is the one who, like, did this, but obviously. So he fired him before the season was over, but I guess teams can't talk to their players without an agent.
Yeah, which I think is weird.
I don't know how
like,
any of that works.
Why wouldn't you be able to talk to the team manager? Like, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
Me neither, but I don't know anything about sports. Sports. So then once the season's over and they win the cup, I think the next day the team is like, okay,
why the fuck
we want to sign you, like,
yeah.
What's been going on? And he's like, oh, I didn't know there was an offer. And they're like, we've been doing this for months.
Yeah, literally.
And he's like, well, shit, I didn't know. And then, yeah. So then it's like, oh, yay.
No, they all got their happy ending in every single mini plot line. Happy ending. Happy.
Of course.
I know. That's not real life, though.
It's all of these fucking books, though. I don't know why you're mad about this one, because they all end that way.
I don't like it. And any of them.
Bullshit.
I mean, there's a few that I liked it.
Yeah.
Listen.
I really want one. There's one specific book. You haven't read it. I don't think this is a spoiler, but Happy Place?
Yeah, stop. I know what you're going to say.
What?
I know.
What?
It's not like a happy... I don't know. I don't want to know anything. Shut up, please.
Okay.
Oh my God.
We're going to have to read it.
I know. I want to.
It's good. But for some reason, I want...
For some reason, though,
I want a romance where they don't end up together.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, that sounds great.
Literary
sounds painful,
fiction.
But it sounds great. Fucking, if you want your soul shattered into a million pieces, read The Nightingale by Chris and Hannah.
Yeah, actually.
For the love of God.
Yeah, actually, I think the Levin... Never mind. I was going to give away a book, and I'm not going to now. Because it was in the same... It would... Moving on. I feel like, in my brain, Emily Henry is a summer author. I can only read her in summer. I don't know why.
So we'll read Happy Place this summer. Deal.
I'll have to read Happy Place in the summer.
Deal. We didn't really talk very much about their relationship, mostly because I don't care.
Yeah, honestly, like...
I wrote a bunch of notes.
Thank you guys so much.
I wrote a lot about about the book, but I wrote nothing about their relationship. I guess we can talk about their breakup, because it was dumb. The paparazzi come... take pictures of them together, but he like hides her face, so no one knows it's her. So like you said, the agent eventually does release her name, and they know. Whatever. But the whole thing, they got to keep the relationship a secret. People are very nasty in comments about her size, and I'm assuming just Xander having a girlfriend in general.
Yeah, I mean, remember when anytime JB got a girlfriend, all the girls were like, I hate you, that's my spot, I'm gonna kill you.
When I was really young, like middle school,
she was that person.
I loved Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
And he was with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I found a picture like in Facebook memories from a million years ago of me like defaming this picture of her because I loved Taylor Lautner.
Yeah. See, so
like I was one of them. I was like a 12-year-old.
I always remembered making fun of the girls like that because I was like, baby, what are you talking about?
It's not that serious.
It is not that serious.
It felt that serious.
Especially with Justin Bieber. Like, I loved him too.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't remember feeling that way about Selena Gomez for some reason.
I was a believer, for sure, for sure. But never was I ever like, oh my God, I don't have a shot anymore. I knew I didn't have a shot. What? That's crazy.
But I mean, these girls kind of had a shot. Because he's fucking everybody.
I mean, I guess. You're right.
But he was like, she obviously got upset about it because who the fuck wouldn't? Mm. But he was like, you know, don't worry about it. Don't listen to them. I don't even know. But then like the next day he had like a freak out and then like broke up with her because of it. Mm-hmm. He kept acting like it was because he didn't want to like put her in that situation kind of thing. Like it was a weird hypocritical breakup in my opinion.
Very hypocritical breakup, and he was very selfish in it too. Because it was like, I have to protect my image. Like, this is a signing year. I can't be anywhere but here. And she's like, Oh.
You knew all this before.
Cool.
No.
And then he's like, no, I can't go anywhere without Madison, like his teammate.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, what the fuck am I? So it's just like
Yeah.
reinforcing all this shit that she's been telling you she's got issues with. Not being the first choice.
We didn't even talk about her
having
ex. Can't
body
wait.
image issues. Like, you're breaking up with me after everyone's talking shit about my body. Like, did you finally just realize, like, what I'm working with? Like, I don't understand. No, it was stupid.
It was a rough one. I was like, this also does not paint you in a pretty light, my guy.
No, and he can't even look her in the eye when he's doing it because
And I'm pretty sure she told him, like, don't go several times.
Yeah, she was like,
pretty
bro,
please don't
what
go.
are you doing?
Yeah.
Ugh, stupid.
Also, like, don't tell me how to, like, I can protect myself kind of
Yeah.
thing. So she's insecure. So her first boyfriend, Lord.
Lord. See, this 657 page book has so many different plots in
I
it.
know.
We have to keep touching on shit.
It was in college. It was her brother Ryan's, like, really good friend. I don't know if it was best friend, but they were really good friends, and they played basketball together in college. So she dated his friend Ryan. No, his name's Ryan. He dated his.
Brett?
I don't fucking.
it
I didn't
Brett?
write his name down. I just said ex. She dated him for a while, and I guess one day she came to the court early or something, and overheard him talking to the guys of like, yeah, I'm gonna drop her when a better option comes around, or just some shit like that. And it comes to find out they were off and on. He would do that shit all the time. Like, a better option would come by, and he would dump Stevie, come back when that girl was gone. Was a piece of shit. So she broke up with him, but I don't think he didn't realize why until recently.
Yeah.
Because he comes around quite a bit in this book, because he's still friends with Ryan.
'Cause
Because
Ryan
she
doesn't
never
know.
told her brother.
Yeah.
She does eventually tell him, which I loved. In the club, he, like, straight knocks him in the face. I was like, oh, shit!
Yeah, because you think Xander's going to do it and Ryan beats him
He's
to
like,
it.
"Move, bitch.
I know.
I got it."
Actually,
Mhm.
that may have been the best part of the book.
Yeah, it was
the
pretty
best
great.
part of the book, actually,
Yeah,
was when
I agree.
Ryan fucking sucker punched him. Was like, bitch, I
Ryan was
told
great.
you, stay away. You better stay the fuck away. And I was like, all right, there we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. But that was all I wanted to say. I just liked when Ryan punched him in the face. He's beautiful.
So we just like Ryan and Indy. Maybe we should read the second book.
See? Convinced still.
Maybe. I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
I think that's all I got, really.
Yeah. Overall,
You said what? What did you rate it?
like a 2.5 or a 3. I think 3 is generous because
I agree.
the writing was good. There's nothing that I would necessarily change. It was just like so much. Which I mean,
Words! So many words!
which I mean, like, I guess is more realistic than some books where it's like 20 pages and they're like, oh, you know, like, ugh, I don't know. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I don't know why.
And I feel bad about it. Like, why do I care that I didn't care? But I don't. Oh,
It's not that serious.
the duality of man.
What are we doing next time? Do you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
you
I
look,
do know.
You look scared.
I know. I do always forget, but
You're
then
like,
I remember.
"Oh."
Next episode is going to be a fun one. Joe has done a lot of preparation for us. He is going to read us 1-star reviews of books that Bailey and I have both read, and we have to...
All the podcast books.
All the podcast books? Is that what it is? Okay, cool. And we have to guess what book it
Oh, we're
is
competing this time.
based off the 1-star review, and I'm going to lose.
Yeah, Joe was like, how much do you guys remember of the book? I'm like, you watch these. We remember nothing.
Yeah, he called us out on it multiple times.
So,
This should be fun.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening, and following us on Instagram at Our Book Boyfriends Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.
Bye.